Hello, Red. How are you? Hold on. I'm just sharing the link and then we can start. But yeah, 240 has been kicking my ass still. I haven't cleared it yet. Where else can I share? Okay, I am done sharing. Hello, Emerald. How are you? Thank you for joining. Okay, let me exit on this one. But yeah, Red, to answer your question about the adventurer rank, you get a lot of perks, and I'll show you on that one. So this is what you usually get. There's a new bar on top, this one right here. Sorry. And then you see this crane right here. That's the crane I was talking about, where you can get better adventurer rank XP. But every time you clear a dungeon, you get 5 points of this, which is super minuscule. So this one right here would show you the version 3 stuff, where this one right here is the stage XP. This one right here is the rank. I am rank 54 right now, and then player rank 1319. So the player rank is still the same as how it is in global or pre version 3. But for adventurer rank, this is the information you wanted to know. So we would of course start with the first 10 ranks. For the first 10 ranks, you would get extra skill, magic, and overdrive damage. So I think a total of 1% by rank 10. I forgot. But every rank you do, you get a maximum stamina cap, and then the additional daily auto retry. And that explains why that explains why the auto retry I have is at 270 right now. 370 rather, this one. So there's that, and then so this is the UI now for version 3, where the buttons are a little different. So to the hold on. Okay, just making sure I'm not lagging. Hey Nameless, how are you? Socrates, how are you? And Emerald. Sorry, I know all of you are from share stream, but I think it's a lot easier to present everything right here rather than typing, every single question. So sure, my apologies for sharing my stream in your channel. But yeah, this is the UI. As you saw in pre-version 3, we have the subquest, right? And then there's the tab for event. There's the tab for event, excavation, and challenge. So challenge is now right here, this one with the red flame. If you played Scarlet Grace, you would know why. And then this is the main story. So I mentioned in chat earlier, you need to finish Polka and Liam arc. I'm not sure whether there is a way to get the jewels from those story, but they won't be playable now in the current story. So as you see, when I go to main story, it goes straight to Shirei's story. So there's chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as I mentioned, so the way they release the story is by chapter now. So now we have 4 chapters we have stage 4 into chapter 4. And then inside, when you click, and I'm not gonna go into the story, so not to spoil. So it becomes like this, like little nodes. If you played Imperial Saga, like Baz, or Imperial Baz, it kind of resembles the Imperial Saga. So every time you do a clear, there's no longer a first clear for jewels. So you get Romancing Medal. I think this is Ticket, and then this is Aurum. So after you clear, that's when you get 200 for the stage. That's it. And don't be afraid that we might be lacking on jewels. It's not that case. So going back to the UI, that's the main story, of course. I'm not going to focus on that. The main story becomes Zero Energy. You can learn skills from it. It's a little harder now because there is no easy stage to bring your characters to learn skills, especially for those you just drew, because it scales with the power of your box, and so you might get one shot. So you just need to gear properly and learn the skills from there. It's not that hard. Yeah, and then so challenge. So on challenge, that's where you would see Spiral Corridor, the Gentojo. Oh, sorry. Remembrance Battle, Gentojo. Spiral Corridor, Rasen Cairo, the attacks, and then the Battle Historia. So in Global, we should have had Battle Historia prior to version 3, but that's a little weird because we haven't had it, and I'm not sure why. For those of you who have seen my Battle Historia video, I think it's a lot to translate because, say, you know, the current formation we have, the Rising Phoenix, Tiger's Den, and so on. All of those would have like 5 different variant or more in Battle Historia. Means it could be more focused on magic, more focused on physical, more focused on strength, etc. And then the skills that you get from you know, going through Battle Historia is also a lot of stuff like ailment resistance. When you on your turn end, you get BP +1, and there's also different items. So I'll link the Battle Historia video in the partner's channel, and so you would have a view of what it looks like, what you would get. It's all in Japanese, unfortunately. So that's what I feel might be the issue why we still don't have Battle Historia in Global, because it's a lot to translate, and I don't know whether they don't have the resources to do that. But again, once we hit version 3, guarantee Battle Historia is permanent, so we might be able to get it, but I'm not too sure. The perks of doing Battle Historia is basically getting these orbs, and so these orbs would allow you to get this ticket, and then that ticket you would use for dojo dummy, and then you would be able to gain stats. So whoever is your new character after expedition, they would be able to train with the Battle Historia dummy. Where is it? Yep, this one. No, not this one. No. This one. Yep. I am not sure. I haven't used the dummy. I'm just blindly grinding in free quest. Especially for folks who are on Android. On Android, you can do multiple window. If you enable, if you enable developers mode, you would be able to force Android to resize everything. And so if you go to the task manager and then you drag that to be you know, in a smaller window, you can actually train. Well, that's how I train, because I play both Global and JP, that I would keep one on auto, resize it in a smaller window, and then I play either Global or JP, whichever, on a, you know, this size. So that's one way to look at it, I guess. So that's why I never got to use this this dummy, but it's a good way to get style XP. I don't know why I have 4,000. And then the free quest, that's gonna be our new grind spot. It's always gonna be updated with a new cap, and so yeah, just grind away. And so this is what free quest looks like. hold on. So yeah, pretty good for style XP if you need it. But so today when you log into the game, you have 2 attempts, right, for the style XP and the Aurum dungeon. In version 3, you would get 10 tickets that you can use either to style XP or to Aurum, and you can do that, you know, with the multiple retry ticket. And so if I do 100, it would immediately go to 1,000,000 style XP. So that's the convenience of what we have. And then the reason for the, excuse me, for the announcement with some of the items being away or gone is because it's being consolidated. So let me go back to the UI just so it's not confusing. So in the home UI, you would have this button right here, which is the romancing shop. Sorry, it's kind of cut off in the stream. This is the romancing shop. Whenever you clear a dungeon, you would get certain amount of romancing shop coin, and so that's what you use to purchase, you know, the usual stuff that we get in exchange. So we have the dojo medals right here, the promotion scroll, the promotion plaque, the this one right here, and then any other old equipment can be found here as well. So this is the item part. So you have the gold piece, the books, the dojo medals, and then the whatchamacallit, the level up potion, I guess. So you get a certain amount per week, and it doesn't have an expiration date. And then for newcomers, I thought I saw someone who just joined the game in Sher's chat. So this is good news for you, that all of the old event characters would be available in the romancing shop. So for 2,000 coins, and that's a really low amount. Don't be surprised that after maybe one day of grinding, you would get all of them immediately. So even the farmable ones like Bai, Zealing, and so on, all of them are here. I'm surprised that Katarina is here because she is platinum. Anyway, so that one, and then the skin, which we have Monica, the princess skin. And then for equipment, same as the style, you would get all of the, well, not all. So most of the past event equipment would be available in the romancing shop, and then eventually they would slowly add those old event equipment into the romancing shop. We would get announcement from it. Viewer medal right now is our summer last year. So Liza, Doll, and Rufus. I can show you in a while. So Holy Stone. So for those of you who have like 100,000 picks that you don't want to use, it's okay, because you know what? When you go here, you can just buy 100 all resist all mitigate stone for armor and accessory, just like that. You know, it's so much easier to get the stones now. And then all ailment resistance or specific ones, like say if you want stun, so you just type in stun and you get all the stun stones. But yeah, don't worry about using your pickaxe, because it's gonna be easier to get it via romancing shop. No time gate, yeah. And then formation. So there are some that a lot of these are tied up to the to the story, and then there are some where we exchange with formation medal. So all of those can be obtained with a measly 500 or 1,000 romancing shop coin. So if you missed on those, you can get it now, because formation medals are useless now. And then exchange. So in the exchange, so with the transition to version 3, we we had a little window, I think 2 months or 3 months, where all of the old exchange, like say Zwig, Pyrohydra, the Style XP dungeon. So that was open and refreshed every week for 2 months, and then now we don't see it anymore. It's very consolidated. So we only have the Historia points, which we've shown earlier. We still have the white crystal whenever you have extra styles that you exchange for white crystal. We have the Aurum shop, which has been greatly updated now. It has the promotional plaque. It has dojo medals now up until the 6th dojo medal, because 6 right now is currently tied up to event and spiral corridor. And then yeah, gold piece. And then we have this recently, but this is more for free quests. We would see this more later. The Remembrance Battle Exchange. This is the Viewer's Medal, red. So we have Rufus, Liza, and Doll currently. I got all 3 of them already. And then the previous ones, we had the first global exclusive Monica, the global exclusive Mikhail, and Coppelia. And then we have the Lunar New Year Undine, Lunar New Year Claudia, and Annie. So I think the next one that they're wanting to have is the Yukata styles, which is whatchamacallit, Bertrand, Melissa, and Witch's Daughter. But it's kind of at par with JP right now. So I feel they're gonna get the other global exclusive, like the Romancing Saga one, Diana, Needheart, and then probably add Leon in there. But yeah, that's what it is. And then everything else is event. So right now our event is the fake Robin Cup rather, sorry. And then when I was talking, I don't know if I talked about it in the chat or in other chat, but the reason why I said it's hard to do, yeah, we have the guild icon, this Fargo, not guild icon. So this is my guild. This is the Muscle Bomber. And then my guild master is Aki-san, Aki Muscle Bomber. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so for the reason why I said events are gonna be, it's a little, well, I find it hard to believe that we are gonna get version 3 soon, because the events are kind of tied up to the books. So this is the first book. I'm not gonna scroll to the left because especially for those that are following the story, that it has some story spoiler with the icon. But basically this is what the event would look like. So every start of the month, which is why I feel we are gonna get the version 3 on the December 1st, because it aligns with the first day of the month. So every month we would get 1 book, and then for every book you would have nodes to unlock, so different nodes. For each node they would have specific weakness. So for this one, it's the fur icon. So I can tell already that it's a slash weakness dungeon. So this is what I was referring to as a node where, hello? Is it better now, Red? Sorry. Oh, okay. So this is the free quest. So the free quest is where all the dungeons are added now. So for every start of month, we get a new book, and then every time you open the book, you have 1 node already open. You get to go to that stage. It's all random on which stage you're gonna open. So clear a node, it would unlock the next node, and so on until you unlock all of the nodes. Now these posts right here, they would contain clues. For example, if you clear 50 enemies on this stage, that it would unlock something. So I did, and it unlocked a portal which goes to somewhere in the dungeon. So there are some hidden spots on free quest that I'm not gonna spoil. It's gonna be provided in the game. Once you saw those so we have the brown post, right, with the clue. There's gonna be a blue post as well, but the unlock what was that condition for that is gonna be something you have to figure out. And again, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's kind of like playing dungeon crawler in a way. So yeah, free quest is a little fun, especially figuring out the secret dungeon. So if I scroll to the right, there's gonna be the secret dungeon that I'm not gonna show how many, but yeah. So this is what free quest looks like. There's 24 nodes, and if you unlock all nodes, you would get 3,000 jewels. Like I said, at the first implementation of version 3, we don't have the first clear jewels for each of the node just yet. So like for this one, the first node that you open, and when you clear that, you would get an initial 150 jewels. I think 150, or if not 200. I forgot the exact amount. And so it only happens once per of this node right here, these nodes. So you get 150 times 24, so that's like 3,600, and then 3,000 jewels. In the first 2 books, we didn't have that, so we just had the 3,000 jewels, and then the events become permanent as well. So I'm not gonna go here because it contains spoiler. So I'm gonna go to the second book instead and show you. So when you go to an event dungeon, it doesn't have, you know how we have today where you go stage 1, you get 50 jewels. There's nothing like that now. So what you get as a first clear is the cranes. And so it continues even until today in JP, but whatchamacallit, they put the 1,000 jewel in the event exchange. So like for this one, for example, right now it's a treasure chest gacha, so it's not really an exchange, but that's where they put the jewel now, right? And then they kept the same format where each node on the event gives you a crane rather than jewels. So this was the former the event right now, the Robin Cup. So whatchamacallit, yeah, the first clear, it's crane, and then in the exchange, I can't show it anymore, but it had the 1,000 jewels in it. So you know how in event there's 20 stages, right, and plus 1 romancing. So that's 1,000 jewels, and maybe 1,050 if we have romancing. So that's a good compromise. And then if you notice, there is no more final isle, and that's why I have this picture edit in the stream layout. This was done by Imojirou-san. So if you saw some folks on Discord with whatchamacallit, with Flurry, with Final Empress, that was done by Imojirou-san. He does a lot of cute skits about, you know, about the sprites and stuff. He loves to use Eric from Romancing Saga 2, and then he also loves to meme with Monica, Urpina, and Selma. So this one, the edit you see on the upper left, Boston is shouting Ebiko because, you know, Final Isle is going away. We're not going to see female lobster Ebiko now. And then what the Ebiko is saying is Kito tsuyoku. So be stronger, something like that. But no, red. So the Final Isle jewels gets transferred over to the weekly jewels. So on the weekly jewels we get so we got 200 for 50 quests, we get 400 for 150 quests, so that's 600, and then we get 100 for 5 times gacha, which is 700, and then 200 for 5 times expedition, so 900, and then we get these 2 additional. So when you do free quest, you get a currency for that book, and then you would be able to do like a treasure chest gacha, and then that's where you would be able to get the SSS weapon for that book. Right now we have just a regular axe SSS weapon, and I'll show the SSS weapon after. So what weekly is wanting you to do is to do 30 times of this treasure chest gacha to be able to get the last of the jewels. So you get roughly around 1,200 for the jewels. They kind of split the final isle jewel into two, so you get that amount every week on top of the usual amount we get for weekly. So no jewels is lost, just so you know. Oh, okay, so let's go to the SSS weapon. So for the SSS weapon, the very first one that they're gonna give us is... I can't show it. Hold on. Yes, I get lost too in the UI, so... Oh, yeah, it's telling me that some of the old weapons can be upgraded to SSS now. So the very first one that we get as SSS weapon is this one, Great Sword. So for all of you who have pulled for Sarowin, so Sarowin would be able to continue to be your go-to AoE / farmer for maybe 3 books, and then after that you would need Anya and Ministro, anybody that can increase damage as a passive, so that Sarowin would be able to one-shot the stage. And then the first one that you can upgrade to SSS is Fusion Crown, which is Joe's staff. So what you need for upgrading to SSS weapon is the currency that you get from free quest or event. So it's this currency right here. Where is it? It's the redstone. This one. So you need 1,000 of this, I think, or I forgot, 3,000 I think, to be able to upgrade a weapon to 3,000 to SSS. You would get so much of it in the long run, as long as you don't, upgrade every single weapon that gets released that you get to upgrade to SSS. Thank you, Socrates. But yeah, you get that from doing free quests, you get that from grinding events, and eventually you would have way more than you need to upgrade everything to SSS. Yeah, 3,000. So you need a fully upgraded SS weapon, and then you put it here, and then you get SSS after that. I know, right? No, I don't, Socrates. Whenever I need it, that's when I upgrade stuff. Because it's too much too to upgrade, What is this? Oh, it's the Earth Spear for Thomas. And then now I can upgrade it to SSS. Okay. And then I know one of the question in the chat too before was Remembrance. So Remembrance is still at SS grade. So with the SSS weapon coming up, any support characters you have would most likely be using the the Remembrance weapon. So like for this one, this is the party I aim for 260. So with White Rose being a support, I gave her the Sun Remembrance Battle Staff, because whoever else is in the party that's using a staff, they would be able to benefit with the 9% from it. And just to be clear, it doesn't stack if you have 2 characters holding Remembrance Staff. You would see it in battle when you check the buffs that you have or the passives that you have, that it would say that it wouldn't stack. Pretty sure it will upgrade as SSS at one point. Yeah, pretty sure. And I need to catch up with Remembrance. I have been slacking really. I haven't done Vampire Lady. I have done what was that? Lion Princess, Sigfrey. I haven't done Vampire Lady. Thank you, Socrates. But yeah, I need to catch up on that one. Okay, we covered the stuff that's going away. We covered free quest. So free quest, it's basically dungeon where you grind to your heart's content. Just grind and grind and grind. What you would want to do is, on a daily basis, you'd want to do 50 times of a grind per day, because you would have 50 times of this where the drop rate is 2000%. So that's roughly 100-ish, 200-ish drop, because that would allow you to get to 10,000 coins to do the treasure chest gacha right here. Yeah. And then weekly, you would need to do 3 times of that. So just 3 days of 50 times of that is enough to do that. Alright, so we did free quest, we did attack. So let's do Spiral 190. So Spiral 190 is my nightmare. Like what I told Nameless in the chat, I retried for 2.5 days. And it's because he does so much damage to you, and he also does guard down, and he also does AoE single target insta kill. So the way I tackled this was I don't think I saved my party. Yeah, I tried to save my party for stuff. Yeah, I saved 230. Okay, so let me go in real quick. I forgot what gears I had to do. I remember it has to be blunt and sun, I think. Okay, so there's Shippo Geki, which is blunt, Ryu no Agito, which is slash single target, Shadow Breath is sun. Okay, this is the AoE. Ouroboros Circle is blunt and dark, and then you have Paralyzed Fang. There's the Twine, which is paralyzed. There's this Body Slam, which is stun. Then the Tail Attack, which is stun. There's Fire, Cold, and Thunder. Oh, Fire and Cold only. Okay. And then Draconic Roar is Fire and Thunder. So Fire, Ice, and Thunder. Okay. I don't know, Red, to be honest. Like I said, I weaseled my way out of 190, and it was a nightmare. I don't know whether Julian would be able to survive that, to be honest. And let me show you why. So this is how I did it. I did School Bertrand, and then I think I did Joe. I did Wagnus. I did Ludwig and Patrick. Where is it? Romancing Saga 1, Patrick. Okay. And then Patrick and Ludwig in front, so they would die easy. And then Patrick would be tanking. So the way I geared Bertrand is super specific. I think there's SS already, right? For Bertrand's sword. Yeah, this one. So I did the robe, the fire tiara, and lightning ring. Where is lightning ring? Yep. So this way, you would be able to dodge all of the attacks, and then because Bertrand nullifies sun, that he doesn't need sun element, so I can benefit from his intrinsic. And then Joe and Wagnus would be just with whatever, and Patrick too. So Ludwig, Patrick would be using this staff. Joe would be Fusion Crown. And Wagnas with the Fire Spear. So it was Heat, Cold, Thunder, and I think some Blunt. Okay. So Heat, Cold, Thunder, and Blunt. Heat, Cold, Thunder, and Blunt. And for those of you who just joined for the first time for my stream, this is how I say the stuff so I don't forget. Yes, I'm old. I forget stuff. Heat, Cold, Thunder, and Dark. Heat, Cold, Thunder, and Dark. So, and Draconic Roar is Sun. So GG's. I cannot do that. Okay, this one, and then for Joe, you gotta do this. Actually, I can do Avalon Robe. Avalon Robe. I don't need Pierce. That's a good thing. And then I need Dark and Thunder. So there is a new shirt, which is the Thunder shirt. I am close to 40 red. Okay. This, and then we'll just do the Dark. Okay. And then I'll gear Patrick and Ludwig with whatever. So Patrick would be with this one. And then there is the Polka Cloak. And then the Royal Ring. And then Ludwig with whatever. Ludwig is gonna die. So the main purpose of bringing in Ludwig is to do his skill number 2, I think, and that's it. Guess this one? Zoku, I guess. Zoku and... yeah, Alcor, sure. And then Joe is gonna have healing, I think. Yeah, I think. Oh no, Water Hammer from what I remember, and then Fire Barrier for Wagnas. We don't have Proof of World Tower in JP. No, it doesn't exist in JP. What was it? Frostbite. Okay. So the reason why it took me so much retries is, remember, whatchamacallit? He does stun, and Bertrand with this gear has 0 stun resistance. No, they weren't tuned, Socrates. It's the same. Okay, so turn 1. So it's an odd and even turn, and you gotta remember which turn it is. So he does like a 4-turn pattern. So turn 2 is when he does the roar, I think. And then turn 3 is where he does the Ouroboros, from what I remember. So let's do this. And then Evanescence doesn't have healing too for Bertrand. Okay, let's do Frostbite. So this is what I need Ludwig to do, and then he dies. And then this is what Patrick does. So for Patrick, he would need to cast skill number 3 every 3 turns. What this does is it allows him to dodge enemy attacks for 37% chance. And it lasts for 3 turns, and then it heals himself for a small effect. And the reason for that is because Patrick also covers your party members. So he has Iron Wall 7, so that's 60%, I don't know, 55 I think, for mitigate. And then for this one right here, the second ability, the first line, it says 37% chance to cover a party member when they're being attacked. And then the second one, when he is taking damage, you would buff the party with Dex and Intelligence with medium effect. And then the first ability gives everyone 10% attack and 10% mitigate. Now, I don't know whether this value would change in global, because Scrum Guard in global became 20%, right? Even though it's medium effect. So it could be that it could be 20%. Excuse me. Sorry, I have to drink some stuff because I don't want to cough on stream. Okay, so alright, so we do Patrick. Hey Fifole, yep, I'm on 0 jewels too in JP. Okay, so this Joe is the 4.5 year Joe, and 100% you guys should be saving for her. What I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned in chat, but all of the party starting 4.5 year consisted of Joe and Shirei. So Shirei is Shirei gives 10 BP, not 100 BP, 10 BP, and then increases your max BP by 10 as well. So your BP is gonna be 30, and then you would get 10 BP out of it. For, yeah, I know 100 BP would be broken. For this Joe, so the reason that she is OP is because of her buff. So so this buff right here, Flame Force. So Flame Force, it gives the same passive that Joe has. Basically, if Joe is attacked right now without the buff, without Flame Force, yeah. If Joe is attacked, she would give everybody else attack boost and defense boost for 2 turns. So attack boost for 2 turns, small effect. Defense boost, medium effect for 1 turn. So basically, the more your party gets attacked, the more you mitigate the damage. So if you combo that with Creator's Sunder, or actually Intimidated, that it would be a really good thing to sustain damage. So with this, Joe would give the same passive to everyone, and so if everybody is attacked, Red, I think you asked that question in chat. If whatchamacallit, if an enemy does an AoE attack, then you would only get one time buff out of it. If you get hit, like say a 4 random hit attack, then you would get 4 times the buff. It's basically how many attacks that the enemy did to you. If you interrupted with counter, then that kind of cuts the amount, with a lower amount. But that's basically how it works. Yes, that's correct. And regardless of whether you get hit or you dodge or you parry the attack, you would be able to get the attack boost and defense boost. Okay, so the way I do this is I gotta keep the self-burning on Wagner so that he doesn't get damaged with heat element. So this one, it gives a buff to the party, and it also gives a guard up so that we can better prepare for this, for this battle. The initial turns are always the critical ones. Once you set up, it's pretty much set already that you're okay. Alright, Ludwig is dead. Okay, let's do this. And Patrick is just gonna do Sunlight Chain. We're gonna do Horde Circle, and then we're gonna guard down. So we are at the point, Red, where you gotta gear your characters properly with at least 35 resistance. Not just because they have the intrinsic skill, but rather in general that having that resistance mitigation is very important. Patrick is dead too. Patrick got stunned. Ay, it's okay. Yeah, so far the equips are pretty good. Joe, no follow-ups, come on. So I didn't run through Joe properly. So Joe does a 50% chance to follow up with Spectacle Gate. That's Ouroboros Circle, that hits hard. 50% chance to follow up with Spectacle Gate, and also 50% chance to follow up with Checkmate. Frostbite, Frost Shot, and Self-Burning. Yep, got a counter. Okay, we do this, and this. But yeah, so once he gets to 30% HP, right, Socrates? I don't remember. But he does the Ouroboros circle every turn, and then it gets really scary. Oh, I think I did Moral Down. He hits so hard right now. I think I did Moral Down with Joe, so my bad. But yeah, I think the Kami combo with Joe in here would be super useful. Hey Paolo, how are you? I'm good. Everybody's gonna die. I'm just showing the folks about version 3. I know you already saw it in the previous stream, and also I'm showing Spiral 190 how scary it is. Yeah, new Sarwin is just so strong. But I got Orluge, so it's fine. Did you get Sarwin, Fifole? By the way, I'm doing really good damage with Bertrand because of the SS sword. Back then when I did the video, Bertrand doesn't have the SS sword just yet. He just has the S weapon. This is a bad RNG, but it's fine. It's just to show how ridiculous the boss is. Yeah, go for Julian. Oi! Counter. Where's the counter, Bert? So, you saw how Bertrand took 0 damage in that last attack, and that's because of the buff from Ludwig. So, here's the buff I got. Hold on, where is it? Hitori Janai. Where is it? It's this one. So, it's on a different lines. It's a little weird. But basically, with Ludwig's buff, if you have HP at full, you increase your damage. If your HP is full, you also increase your mitigation. But if your HP is at critical, you have an increased damage further, and also if you are at critical, you have a damage cut, which is 25% chance. It doesn't say here. 25% chance to take 0 damage. That's why Bertrand took 0 damage, that one, which is super clutch. Wait, no. Nameless, so Probably I'm not gonna I'm not saying that whatchamacallit, Mirza might be available soon, but because right now it's the 5th year anniversary eve in JP, where yeah, this party is dead. Where it could be that Mirza could be in the next banner. Because right now it's just the villains. So there's the villains, and then there's the characters that showed up in Shirei's story. So we have Air, which is palette swap of the harpies from Romancing Saga 2. There's also the robot, BACL. And then there's also Jian from Romancing Saga 1. Anyway, so this is what I need. Good luck for all of you who's gonna try. Just bring moral down, bring intimidated, probably with Socrates' recommendation with Julian. You can try with Julian as well. He would be able to help with the buffs. But definitely 200 is something where if you have overdrive, you're set. Because the gimmick for this floor is overdrive, where on every 3 turns you gotta do 5 hits, I think, 5 or 6 hits. And if you do it, you break, quote unquote, break Garuda Wing, and you would be able to go through that turn with ease. Because he would do buff cleanse, and then he would do bird song, you get stunned, and then you get an AoE attack, then everybody is dead. So that's how it is. And then you also need a buff cleanser for this one, because Garuda Wing loves to buff agility. So when he buffs too much agility, it would come to a point where you won't be able to land a hit on him anymore. So that's something you need to take note of. Let me try a different party, just for the heck of it. But I'm definitely bringing Elised. Yeah, I wanna get the Saga 2 female Esper girl as well in global. So Kihachi is an overkill for this floor, just so you know. Hi Kihachi. And then I'm gonna use updated characters if you guys are okay with that. I'm not gonna use the party I used to clear, and just to make it more fun to watch. So I'll do, of course, Hardy, our BP battery, and then I'm gonna do Robin. I got Robin, that's why. And then I don't have Julian, unfortunately, in JP. So I'm gonna do Virgil, I'm gonna do Elised, and then Monica. Probably in 2-3 months, Paolo. No, Socrates. I'm gonna keep on saying Judy again. Dozy got me into that in saying Kihachi is Judy. Okay, so the reason why I bought whatchamacallit. Hey Rydia, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's post Thanksgiving. So the reason why I brought Hardy is because of umami power. So at battle starts, he gives everyone umami power. So it gives 30% attack to everyone. And then when you're being attacked indirectly, you would have a large mitigation, so that's 20%. And then a turn, the reason why I said Hardy is the is the BP battery is because at turn end he would give everyone either +1, either and or +1, 2, 3, or 4 BP. So 50% for +1, 37% for +2, 25% for +3, and 12% or 15% I think for +4. Basically extra large, large, medium, and small. Yeah, buff daddy. And then intrinsic axe. But yeah, so I'm gonna use that, and then Robin is my buff cleanser. So Robin would counter with whatchamacallit, with Robin Justice. So Robin Justice actually cleanses buff. So perfect that Robin is here. Okay, so that's that. And then of course, Virgil, best character in the game. Because overdrive, why not? I should bring Joe though. So sorry Monica. Next time. I gotta bring Joe. Because there's a lot of attacks, that's why. And so whatchamacallit, Joe has to be able to help the party sustain the damage. Well, not 100% topless, Paolo. Okay, yeah. Look. He has the fishing outfit. It's just that, you know, a little revealing, but it's okay. Okay. So, let me equip with stuff, and we should be ready to go. I think it's, slash, pierce, and blunt, I think. Yeah. It's mostly physical, so I'll do that. But let's gear up Robin first, because Robin is gonna get attacked the most. So I'm gonna give him this, the silver gloves, and then more slash. Yeah, I try not to buy paid jewels in JP because I already do it in global. So yeah. Okay, so water staff for Ellie said, and then we'll do boot. There is a new boot. Not that one. Titus Greed. Not enough. Hold on. Okay, you need heavy armor. Sorry. Okay, heavy armor, and then this one. That's fine. Then Joe with fusion crown. Do this. This. Oh, I forgot his name. I didn't get him, but he is super tanky. Okay, let's do this. Heavy armor, boots. Is it? Okay, and then hardy. Oh yeah, serious. Thank you. And then I'll do heat just in case. Heat. Then that. Okay, hopefully I don't mess up with my makeshift party. But just in case, I'm gonna do punching my way, just so I have an on-demand skill for that. At least it is okay. Joe is healing Virgil, and then Virgil is... Oh wait, I need this. Oh, Hardy has healing. We're good. And then Virgil with fireworks. Okay, let's go. Yeah, the fireworks Virgil. So it allows me not to use Shire. Because Virgil gives a lot of BP, and I also have Hardy who gives a lot of BP. Okay, so for Hardy, you usually start with skill number 3. Because skill number 3, it gives everyone a random BP, +1 to +10, and it's 17 BP. So yeah, it takes a while to recharge back. And then for Robin, you would want... So Robin has innately lower BP cost. So where is it? Let's go through the abilities real quick. So battle starts, lessen the BP cost. So lessen by 2. It ends, it lasts the entire battle. And then he has formal stance. Formal stance, at turn starts, he gives taunt to himself and then stealth to everybody else. Basically, he wants to tank. And then when he does an attack, he would follow up with Lightning Pierce, which gives an attack boost to himself. It doesn't trigger on counter. When he gets attacked, he would follow up with Robin Justice, which is a single target and cleanses enemy attribute buffs. That's basically it. And then this one, if everybody is alive, increase his own damage, Robin only, his own damage by 30%, and then when taking a damage that's resist, mitigate that damage with 40%. And then turn ends BP +1, and then maximum voltage we already have in global. 30% heat up every turn starts for 5 times per battle. So Robin would start with second ability. It gives everyone heat up 20%, defense up 20%, 25% rather, and then guard up extra large for 2 turns. It's only 1 time per battle. And then you guys already know Ellie said, so I don't have to go through that. Joe would be Flame Force, like I said, so that everybody would have that buff. Virgil would be doing Circle Fire. Circle Fire, it gives overdrive gauge to everyone with medium effect. So by turn 3, we should have enough overdrive for everyone to break Garuda Wing. New meta healer now is, I don't know, to be honest. Let's go through it later. But the latest healer right now, Paulo, is Muse. So yeah, as you saw, Garuda Wing would buff itself, and also for every attack, Garuda Wing would buff strength, agility, and dex, I think. So, and then whenever it attacks a party member, it lowers the overdrive gauge, which kind of gives you a hint that the stage wants you to do overdrive to the enemy. Okay, so let's do this. Let's charge up again. We're gonna do Thunder Sting. We're gonna do overdrive with Ellie said. So right now, by the way, my BP maximum is at 25, and that's because of Hardy. So Hardy, where is it? This one. Round starts, give everyone increase BP cap by 5 for the first 10 turns of the battle. So that's why our BP is at 25. So Thunder Sting, Lightning Spike. Actually, no. Let me do I forgot the name. But Tsutuji no Mai, and then I'll do Grace Flam and Circle Fire. So that's Power Wing, Strength, Agility, and Intelligence, I think, from what I saw. Yeah, Strength, Agility, and Intelligence. Okay, so we are now at the caution turn. So, the caution turn, just pay attention to the number of hits I do. From what I remember, you gotta do 5 hits to be able to break Garuda Wing. You would see the break where the caution would be sliced and then it would turn into a blue text. So just pay attention to that one. Okay, let me heal. Let me cleanse buff. We'll do Lightning Spike, Forward Circle, Circle Fire. One, 2, 3, 4. So one more. Okay, that's the break. So 5 hits. Nice, Joe. Thank you. Oh, it's a single target heal. Oh, my bad. I thought it's AoE. It's fine. Okay, let's do the Squid. Robin Justice. More Lightning Spike. Actually, let's do Tsutsuji no Mai again. Horde Circle. Circle Fire. Robin is just so cool. And even fake Robin too. But yeah, with this fight, you just gotta be patient and you're gonna be able to win. Okay, my approach wasn't successful. So let me change up Virgil. Yeah, Ellie said dead TM. Yes, I beat Time Lord in Global, Rydia. That was some RNG I don't want to go through again. So let's kick out Virgil. Sorry, Virgil. I know, you're the best character. Let's do... Who should we do? Means we need someone who can heal. Means I can't rely on the overdrive heal from Virgil. So let's do... Sure, let's do Gerard. At this point, Socrates, I don't know what is a real healer. Okay, you good? Okay, Pierce. Blunt. And yes, Elised is kind of getting wrecked in that battle, mainly because Elised is just squishy overall. So you need some kind of stuff to be able to help her. Okay, we're back. We're gonna do Gerard this time. So Gerard is a buffer. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Tsutsuji no Mai, Flame Force. We're gonna do this first. So Gerard, he gonna do the skill number 2 for the first 5 turns. And so that would allow him to give a random party member attack boost and defense boost. I have it uploaded, Paulo. It's not a stream. So when Gerard does a slash attack, he would give extra small heal and buff to the party. So that's why I brought him in, you know, for the extra small heals. After the first 5 turns, he would be able to use his skill number 1. So he would be able to heal twice per turn. Okay, so let's do Punching My Way. We'll just keep using this, it's fine. More Tsutsuji no Mai. Giant Squid. So this one, it gives Gerard the ability this. So it gives a random party member attack boost and defense boost. It's random, so it's kind of hard to utilize, but you know, it's something. And then for his ability, I'm just gonna go through... Where is it? This one. So when he does a slash attack, he would do an all attribute small buff to everyone. If he does a sun attack, he would heal everyone with extra small heal. And so the skill number 1, it does 2 skills, which is a slash and then a sun and slash. Sorry, so double heal and then a double buff and single heal. Yeah, I get confused with the skills now, so my apologies if I'm saying wrong and I gotta correct myself. It's too much right now with the wall of text. Wagnus is okay, Socrates. He kinda exchanged his ability to give extra small heal, you know, to everyone on overdrive, in exchange for extra overdrive damage for everyone. Okay, this party is turning out better. Sorry about the first attempt. Word circle. 3 more. But yeah, the meta character for this floor is definitely Elised. Because, you know, as you get hit by attack, that you get reduced with overdrive gauge, and so Elised gives her overdrive at the end of turn, and so she is able to do 4 or 3 attacks every 3 turns. So that's why Elised, if you have Elised, you're set for this floor. And we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. If you guys have any questions, I should be able to answer. After this, I'm gonna go through some of the 4.5-year banner for those what I have, and just talk about it real quick, and then I'll start with Spiral 240, so that, you know, for people who tuned in for version 3 and that discussion, that's what you're gonna get. And then for those who want to stay for 240, you're welcome to stay, of course. Yeah, Robin, by the way, has a 25% chance to dodge any enemy attack. So that's something, you know, it's something rather than nothing. Okay, one more. Robin Justice, Tsuzuji no Mai. We're gonna save. We need the moral down, that's why. Then one more for Gerard. I know, Rydia. I need to play Scarlet Grace again. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. I know a lot of you play global. I haven't been diligent with my grinding, so I am the cause why there's a delay with the conquest completion. So my apologies. I am just clearing out nodes right now, just so you know. I was just grinding on the nodes where you get the items. No, we're not losing them, Rydia. So they would still, the attacks would still be there. The formation, you won't get formation medals anymore. You get to buy the formation via the romancing shop with romancing tokens instead, which is so much easier to grind on whatever stage you're doing. I mean, Socrates, it's understandable because you play JP too, right? So that's why it should be fine. And I am in trouble. I wasn't paying attention. So I guess the caution, I forgot. It's start of the 3 and then plus 4 turns after, not plus 3 turns. So we'll see if I can break this. That's why I use a lot of fast skills. Thank you, Joe. Okay, we broke it. I fixed my mistake. Robin is in trouble. Robin is not in trouble. Okay. Okay, you gotta heal. Robin Justice. This one. It's a little tough, Starlight, but if you have multiple hit characters, then you should be fine. Because the gimmick to that is multiple hits. Every even turn, you would want to do as much number of hits as you can to Lion Princess so that you reduce her attack as much as possible. And that's basically how the battle works. You finish by 6 or 8 turns. I can demo it if you like. Okay, no problem, but if you change your mind, just let me know. I mean, that's the reason why we have this stream, so I can show stuff, you know. Right, Red? That, I mean, like I said, I reset it for 2.5 days for 190, and then I did maybe 2 hours of reset for 200, and I'm done. I mean, if I overdrive, it's done. So yes, Joe would would definitely be your. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute. Joe would be your solution for 180. Excuse me. I'm sorry for those who are in headphones. That was loud. Sorry about that. Okay, let me show the characters that I have gotten since 4.5 year, and then we can see who in my opinion, are meta. But, you know, it's... Oh, by the way, for those of you wanting some iconic characters, we finally got a Platy Hook from Saga Frontier 1. You recognize this, Rydia, right? The bully in Ricky's scenario. He is now part of Candy and Friends, so don't diss him. Okay, where is it? See, we're not far off from where JP is at right now. So this is the start of 4.5 year. I pitied Joe. I didn't get Egomal. So the banner is Barthélemy, Joe, and Egomal. That's one banner. The other one is Polka, Liz, and Brownie. So for that one, you would want Liz for hard content, Polka probably, and Brownie is just, you know, big damage. And then, excuse me, the S styles that you see from Liam banner, from Liam's story, are all like time skip kind of sprite. They all look amazing. Especially Darius. Darius had a haircut. Okay, so whatchamacallit? So Barthélemy is an overdrive character. The reason why I'm able to pull off that 1 turn egg or the 5 turn spiral 180 is because of Barthélemy. At battle starts, you're able to give full overdrive gauge to everyone, and with Labelle, you would be able to do 2 turns of consecutive overdrive, so that's a lot. And also Barthélemy gives over enhance to everyone. Over enhance is increases overdrive damage. It's maximum effect, so that's 40%. And then whenever your party does an overdrive 2, he gives this buff, which is crescendo. So crescendo is when you do an overdrive attack, you buff yourself with strength, dex, and intelligence. And then, so it's Barthélemy, Igomal, and Joe. In that banner, 100% for me, meta is Joe. Because of Flame Force, you get attack boost and defense boost to the party. She has intrinsic, and she also gives attack boost and defense boost with Ord Circle. And also, if you have SaGa Joe, you would be able to inherit the Fire and Ice Great Squid and be able to cover moral down and attack boost and defense boost. Even today in JP, I still use Joe. You would still see other JP players use Joe as well. And then, so after Joe, Shirei shows up. So Shirei is on a single banner. It's a step up, 4 steps. The 4th step is free, and then it's not paid. But you're forced to do 3,000 jewels every step. There is no single draw. So I don't know whether Shirei is gonna get thrown with Joe or with how the banner would look like, because 4.5 year has a lot of banners. The next one to this is Evelyn, Madeline, and Ludwig, I think. Yeah, I one-shot Ludwig with a single draw, so I got Ludwig. So I would think if they do, I mean, they can do a 10% banner for all we know, right? They can combine all the, or actually no, I'm sorry. They can do, yeah, they can do a 10% banner with all banner characters. The 3 banners plus Shirei in there. So I don't know whether that would be the case. But then after that, there's SaGa Soul, Yama or Yami, and then Real Queen, and who was that? Jewel Beast. That's Nobuo-san in the game. So in that banner, you would definitely want to get Dread Queen. So Dread Queen, if you know Intimidated in right now in global, where for every time the enemy attacks, the enemy would debuff itself, right? So same thing with Dread Queen, where the enemy would debuff themselves as they do attacks with the curse that Dread Queen would apply. So that there's that Dread Queen before we get to the summer banner with Orlette and Judy. Both of those are the really good debuffer, but with all those summer banner, the meta character among all those is Anya. Summer Anya just gives so much defenses, buffs, and cleanses the party debuffs, and also has she just covers a lot of grounds. And with Etoile from the first SS, she has a lot of stuff that she can do, and even today Summer Anya is still used. So the meta character, in my opinion, the closest one would be Joe and Shirei. Aslana is very subjective. For me, Aslana is also meta. Defensive wise, she covers a lot of grounds. She gives damage block, she gives buffing to your party, she heals, she has intrinsic, and she can buff the party with endurance and willpower. So for me, Aslana is also meta. So Joe, Shirei, Aslana, Dread Queen. I don't have Dread Queen. Excuse me. Game Boy Saga 2 can be skipped. Odin, I thought that the auto revive from Odin would have some sort of mechanic, but they didn't apply anything. And so, yeah, Saga 2 is just a flop. The other banner to that is the hero side, which is the Saga 2 version of Human Male, Esper Girl, and Human Female. If you have missed out on Julian, then human male is your other target. Human male is just an amazing counter tank. But if you have Julian, Julian is way more than enough, because Julian counters and also buffs the party. Human male only self-sustains with buffing himself and also does an AoE attack as a counter. So, but he is really strong for a counter. So if you want to finish, say, 170 with, if you don't have a counter unit, then human male would finish that no problem. I don't know how they're gonna put Monica, Romancing Saga 1 Monica, into the bunch, because we already have Julian, which is like a step up to Monica. So yeah. And then after that, the next meta character would be Alkaiser. So Alkaiser, the main reason why he's meta is because of defense boost. He has Glory Force, which is every 5 turns. He would be able to give a one-time dodge to everyone, and guard up and moral up. And also, if you have the Saga style from before, you would be able to get Final Crusade and be able to do an one-time AoE heal. Basically, Alkaiser gives a lot of support healing-wise and defense-wise. And he does pretty good damage, because he would follow up 50% chance with Real Phoenix Plus, which is SSSS, I think. Yeah, SSSS single target. And to this day, Alkaiser is still used. Acellus is, you know, Acellus. I love Acellus, that's why I chase for her. She would always have the, what was that? The counter stance from the Mystic style. So whenever she does an attack, she would always follow up with the counter stance. So if you use that skill in Acellus, she would be able to do counter twice if you do, if she gets hit with a direct attack. But not really as meta as Alkaiser. In between those three, in the Saga Frontier 1 banner, Alkaiser is the best one. The next one is White Rose. So White Rose, if you have Bunny Emilia, so Bunny Emilia gives everyone the 25% chance to do extra small heal at end of turn, right? So with White Rose, she has this buff called Brilliant Note, where she buffs everyone with all attributes, small effect, and she gives the same passive that Emilia gives, but it's a temporary thing. It's for 2 turns. And so say White Rose, if you do 2 times of Overdrive with Brilliant Note, because on Overdrive, she follows up with Brilliant Note as well. So if she does a Brilliant Note twice for that turn, it would follow up with a second Brilliant Note, and it would apply a second passive of this. And so rather than just once for each character to roll an extra small heal, 25% chance at end of turn, it would be 2 times. So that's why if you saw my Spiral 220, everybody is healing like crazy, because I kept stacking the Brilliant Note buff to everybody. And that's why White Rose is second, and then Acellus is third on the banner. But all of them are useful. It's just that Alkaiser has just more use to that, and then White Rose. The next one would be a little subjective again. Firebringer, which is the Scarlet Grace banner. Firebringer, strength and intelligence debuffing you need, he would be able to cover. He has auto revive however times you have, depending on his LP. And also, he is able to do a one-time heal to everyone with this. So probably Global is gonna do this like 2 times for all we know. I don't know. But Firebringer is solid. I still use him today, and I wanna get his most recent style, but I don't have the jewels right now. All right, that's the, I guess that's the, the banners that would come up once we hit version 3. But before version 3 in Global, we still have some banners. Like we're missing the what was that? The Valentine banner with Vampire Lady, the Furfur, and the Green Wind Lady. That one. And then we're also missing the Romancing Saga 1 banner with Albert, Needhart, and what was that? Albert, Needhart, and Dragonite. And then the other banner is the Pokemon banner. It's the 4 Elemental Lords from Romancing Saga 1. So there's Flame Tyrant, there's I forgot the names, but all 4 of them are there. Tiny Feather and the other 2 dragons that I'm missing. And then there is the Saga Soul Ronin, which is Taro in Saga Game Boy Saga 2. Taro, what is his name from Unlimited Saga? Adele and Patrick, I think. No. So it's Adele, Taro, and somebody else I forgot. The other Saga Soul is Patrick. I think Monica is in there too. And also Marina. And then UDX Claudia. Yeah, those are the banners that were missing in Global prior to version 3. And then if there are any event attacks, it would go here, right here. Okay, so that was so Pat, let me open Gamers real quick. Sorry about that. Man, there's 6 of them. If you have any questions, just post it in chat, and then I'm gonna try answer them before I start Spiral 240. 2022. Actually, sorry, 2023. Sorry, I'm opening Game Merch right now just to make sure I don't say anything wrong with the lineup. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so here's the finale banner. Thank Gustav. This is cool. Okay, so the Saga Soul, it's Taro or Ronin, George from Unlimited Saga, and Monica Romancing Saga 1. And then the other banner for the Saga Soul is Marina, Patrick, and Adele. And then for the Romancing Saga 1 banner, I mentioned Albert, Needhart, and Dragon Knight. And then where is it? I can't find the other banner for Romancing Saga 1. Basically the Elemental Lords. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I don't know where it's at. For the banner and 4.5 year, I mentioned it correctly with Polka, Liz, and Brownie, Joe, Igomal, and Barthélemy, and then Ludwig, Madeline, and Evelyn. And then after that is UDX, Aslana, and Fulbright, 23rd. So Fulbright is also pretty good, but a little niche application. The next one to that is the UDX, Dread Queen, Yama, and Jewel Beast. And then we go to the Game Boy Saga 2 banner, which is Dad, which does a lot of Thunder Whip Plus. There's also a meme in that on Twitter. And also Human Male and Human Female. This Human Male is Sword, and even though it's Saga 2 Human Male, that he would be able to inherit Human Male Saga 1 skills as well. Oh, hold on. Oh, thank you. Let me see. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. So the Elemental Lord is Water Dragon, Tiny Feather, Flame Tyrant, and then Adelis. Thank you for that, Starlight. Alright, those are all the banners. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully you got some information you need. If there's any stuff that I didn't answer, just add me in chat and I would be able to get back to that. Or, you know, just like what Doug says in chat, that if you post a lot of Lilo and Stitch GIF, I might show up. Alright. For all of you who tuned in for that, thank you so much. If you want to stay for Spiral 240, you're welcome to do so. But yeah, if you want to see a lot of the memes for Romancing Saga, visit Imojirou-san. although it's all in Japanese, the edits that you see is pretty funny and pretty expressive of what he wants to say. Yep, thank you, Socrates, and thank you, everyone. Alright, let's get to Spiral 240. Let the torture begin. Hi, Spiral 240. Oh, I'm sorry, Rydia. Yeah, Rock Bouquet has the awesome sprite. Hold on. So, 240, what was I using? I think I was trying to use this one, but I failed. Yeah, let's try this one. So basically, 240 is Kazinsi. He has freeze barrier, so he nullifies cold element, and also the stats are really high, so pretty deadly battle. Circle Fire, excuse me, Muscle Statue, Moral Down. We're gonna do skill number 2, and then Pika Pika Hanabi. Pika Pika Hanabi for the twins is it lessens their BP consumption by 10 for 5 turns, and so they're able to do Guru Guru Sanda, which is they would be able to do 4 follow-up attacks after. No, don't attack them. Hi, don't attack the twins. I have a party that I wanted to do here, but let me try this first and then I'll change up the party. Okay, let's do again. Pika Pika Hanabi. I know, right, Rydia? How was Thanksgiving for you, Rydia? Nice, thank you, Flame Firebringer. Okay, Muscle Statue. Pika Pika Hanabi. Oh, exhausting. How come? Did you prepare a big meal? Okay. Circle Fire. Attractive Dance. Oh, no. It's gonna get interrupted, so I can't do Attractive Dance. Let's do this. This. And then Guru Guru Sanda. So Guru Guru Sanda, they might die. But what it does is it gives them a passive, and then whenever they do an attack, they do 2 follow-ups of a weak attack. But because they get attack boost a lot, that it kind of stacks and it increases in damage the more attacks they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they die. Yep. Okay. Let's change it up. Ah. Well, hopefully, do you have days off right now? Hopefully it's your day off. I know how late your shift is, so yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that's good then. Hopefully you're able to catch up with rest. That's important. So I'll do that. I'll do Mama. I'll do Monica. Where is Monica? I wish I can use Tatiana, but if we clear 240, I can use Tatiana on 250 and 260. So we'll, not Shire. Where is Monica? Monica. We'll do Monica. And then Fairy. I can't do fake Robin because he's gonna die. I need a real healer. That's the problem. So maybe I can do Alkaiser. Yeah, let's do Alkaiser. And then we're gonna do this Alkaiser here. We don't have a tank. So I can't do this. So like that, I guess. I'm not confident with this. And we'll see. So for whatchamacallit, for Kuzinsi, you gotta do slash, blunt, dark, and blunt. So let's do this. Then we'll do blunt. And then more blunt. And that. Okay. Then you should be okay with Avalon Robe. And then more dark and blunt. So this t-shirt. And cold element. So this one. Then Monica needs a slash. So you gotta do this, I think. Yeah. Then we can do heat protector. Perfect. Dark element, sorry. I can't do this. So I gotta do this. Slash is good. We need Can I do this? Nope. Can I do this? Yep, but I have Mama too, so that's a problem. Okay, let's figure it out. Cold element. I gotta buy stuff. I didn't grind as much in the finale conquest, so that's why I'm missing a lot of equipment. Okay. I need 5 only. Thank you. And yeah, as you saw, that's how convenient it is now with the romancing shop. Cool. Okay. So now we're down to Mama and Oh, I can't do Fairy. Okay. Let's do Paulus instead. Fairy would have been good because Fairy does really strong pierce damage. But it's okay. We're gonna live. So you can go on Robe as well. Sun Robe. Not this one. Salty's Robe. Yep. Salty's Robe, and then we're gonna do Cold Element. And then more blunt, I guess. Or more dark. That's fine. So Paulus gives everyone the ability to debuff Kazinsi. So hopefully that would help with, with the stuff. Okay, let's do that. Let's do the frog suit. Let's do the skull protector. And then royal ring. No, not that one. Royal Ring. Okay, we are good. And then for Mama, we're gonna do Shining Glory for extra heal. For Paulus, we're gonna do extra Meteorite Strike. For Monica, I'm gonna do Pure Flower, just in case, for extra healing. For Alkaiser, Final Crusade. And nothing on Gerard. We don't have healing on Stillblade Light for JP, so that's why Gerard is buffing. Hopefully we survive. If not, it's okay. We'll do skill number 2. We're gonna do Rising All Phoenix. So for Monica, we wanna do this first, right? Yeah, it gives everyone BP cost down. And then Paulus would be debuffing. And then Mama would be buffing. And then also, Alkaiser gives resistance to Dark Element by passive. So that's something unique. It's fine. He's resisting all the damage. 2000 damage! Okay, so we'll do more of this, I guess. Let's do Glory Force. Let's pop it out. And then what is this one again? Okay. And then do this. Holy Lance. Yeah, she follows up with Bloom Rain, so that's pretty handy for Monica. Yep, every 3 turns, Kazinsi would increase your BP cost, so that's why it's a battle of DPS as well. Okay. Let's start buffing, so let's do this. And then Rising Al Phoenix. Let's heal Alkaiser. Meteorite Strike. Then buff. $1,000 damage. Gerard is doing good as a tank. I'm surprised. But I'm not doing enough damage. That's the problem. Let's do heal. $1,000 damage. What was that? Okay, let's keep on buffing, I guess. That was the key, I think. Okay, let's do this so Monica doesn't get hit. This one, and then buff. Oh, let's do Holy Lance. So much buffs happening. Every turn starts. That's how it is now, with version 3. That you would get so much going on. Oh, there's no freeze barrier. That's nice. Okay. Let's keep on buffing. We'll pop the Glory Force now. Then this. Oh. Yeah, this one. And then keep on buffing. Yeah, I need to do better damage. So I need to figure. I mean, now that we have defenses set, I gotta figure out how to do better damage. Because as it is now, we're gonna run out of BP. It's gonna be like, 10 BP for a weak attack, and that's not gonna cut it. Alright, Mama is dead. Okay, let's change the party. I wish I can use whatchamacallit, red, but it seems that Aslana is the better pick. Gerard is definitely helping. I don't know how much help the debuff was from Paulus. Hold on, let me try clear these right here. Oh, no. So that I have space. Okay, let's do it real quick. What is... I need the pierce element. Pierce or blunt, I think. No, pierce only. So that's why I wanted to bring fairy. But with fairy, I gotta bring Virgil, so that it's healing. And then maybe Monica. But and then I gotta bring Gerard, then Joe. We can try that. Okay, let's do Joe. Actually, I can do this, I think. Or he's gonna die from counter. Probably. Because whenever he counters, Kazinsi would counter back with, whatchamacallit? With freeze barrier. Yep, Soul Steel at the end. Hello, Runa-san. Okay, let's try it again. Fairy, Virgil, Joe, Aslana, Gerard. And then I'm gonna have we gotta have a more aggressive, whatchamacallit? More aggressive attacking, I guess. So let's do this. Aslana is in front. Actually, Gerard is right here. Joe is here. Then Virgil is there. That's okay. And let's do this again. Sorry, we're redoing this. We're gonna do blunt and cold element. So I can do Santa hat, yeah. And then cold element. This. Okay. Aslana would be on support, so we'd have the remembrance. Let me save that for later. Joe. Then fairy is the weakest, so I gotta equip her properly. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this, and then dark element. Yep. And then Joe would have, I guess, this. No, wait, you can do Avalon Rogue because you are blunt. So Avalon, and then dark element. Oh, sure. And then maybe I can do this. Yeah. So that I have more cold element. And then more dark element, I guess. Actually, a lot of them are cold, so I'll do cold instead. This one. Okay. Fairy's good. Virgil, you do this. Sodi's coat. We're gonna do cold element again. This one, right? I mean this one. And then cold element. Okay, and then lastly we have Aslana. So Aslana, you can do this. And then this. Hopefully Aslan is okay. That's all I'm worried about. Because this is the best, but we'll see. I mean, you can do this. Yeah. That's perfect. And then cold element. Oh, dark element. Sorry. Okay. Perfect. And then nothing. Heal. Moral down. Nothing. Fireworks. Okay. Let's go. Let's try. So I don't know if I want to keep on buffing with Gerard or I want to build up the skill number 2. I want to try skill number 2 first. Okay, let's do that. Then we'll do attractive dance immediately. Flame force. Fairy circle. Circle fire. So fairy circle would give fairy overdrive every turn for the first 5 turns. At the end of turn, I think. So you would be able to benefit on the following turn. 2,900 damage. Hi, fairy. Rip fairy. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Imojirou-san's edit. It's just funny. He commented on the when I tweeted the URL for the stream. Thank you, Imojirou-san. Okay, let's try this again and then let's change formation if needed. Fairy circle, circle fire. Nice, thank you. Stop attacking fairy. Nice, thank you. So on combo, Virgil would follow up with fireworks, so that's why that happened. Okay, so Fairy, don't die, please. I said it again. Dozy, sorry. Moral down. Let's do flower dive. So whenever Fairy does an overdrive attack, she would follow up with round slicer. So it's flower dive and then round slicer. That's for a single target. If Fairy does an overdrive on AoE, she would follow up with big wheels plus. $1 million. As long as you don't die. Yep, Joe is gonna do 0 damage all the time. And that's fine. I need Joe anyway. Okay, this is what I wanted. So the reason why I brought Virgil is because when you do overdrive combo, you would be able to give BP +1 to the party member. And also, they would be able to get themselves buff and healing. So, and Aslana is in good condition, except for Virgil. So that's why Aslana has to heal Virgil next turn, if anything. Because Virgil doesn't benefit from the overdrive benefit that Virgil gives. But he still does fireworks though. Dead fairy. Oh, very live. Nice. Okay, overdrive again. But Aslana is not gonna get anything because she's not attacking. But it's okay. So, Grace Flam, Flower Dive, Circle Fire. Okay, 5th turn. I think I should still have the buff, right? I hope so. Aslana gonna muscle statue, hopefully. Yeah, I still have it. Okay. And then next turn I gotta do flower circle. And then I'll play it safe and I'll heal Aslana. I'm scared. And then circle fire. At least Joe is doing damage, right? Oh wait. Joe is dead. Okay. How do I do this? I still don't understand this floor. Okay. Let's do this. So we mitigate the whatchamacallit, the damage. Aslana and Gerard there. Okay, we're good. Okay, so let's do it again. Sorry. Attractive Dance, Flame Force, Fairy Circle, Circle Fire. The torture of trying the harder floors. Yeah, keep attacking Gerard, please. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So we'll do one more, and then we'll keep on buffing after. Grace Flam, Flower Dive, Circle Fire. Yeah, Fairy is doing less damage because I don't have the 60% mon and the weak attack. But it's fine. If this is safer, yeah. Alright, thank you, Joe. Thank you. Headbutt. Nice. And the freeze barrier. Okay. Okay, we'll start buffing now. I guess I'll save this, and then I'll combo with Virgil with Aslana. So I'll do Muscle Statue still, Frost Shot, Flower Dive, Circle Fire. So the main catch with Virgil's passive is the party member has to do Overdrive or combo with one other party member. If they just do Overdrive by themselves, then they won't have the attack boost, the heal, the BP +1. None of those would take effect. So earlier when you saw Fairy doing the Flower Dive, there wasn't doing anything on Overdrive. So now that she is part of the Overdrive combo, that she now can self-heal. And same goes for Virgil. If he does Overdrive by himself only, that he won't follow up with 2 fireworks. Okay, so let's do this. Keep buffing. We'll do this. Moral down, Flower Dive, Circle Fire. Okay, we just gotta keep it up, I guess. It seems to be working okay for the most part. I'll do Ord Circle, then I should be able to do Grace Flam next. Flower Dive, Circle Fire. On buffing, muscle statue, brace flam, fairy circle. Did I get any? Yes, I get one. Yes. Because for fairy, she has a small chance every turn to have +1 usage of fairy circle. It's where is it? Yeah, small chance. So that's like 10% or something. Good thing I got one. That's all I needed. And she also gives herself weak heat up. That means whenever she hits a weak point attack, that she gets an attack boost out of it. I mean, if only I have extra party member slot, I would have brought in Lisa. You know, the first A-style Romancing Saga 2 Lisa? She had a Saga Soul where she is like the best buffer for weak attacker or weak point attackers rather. That would have been really awesome here, but it's fine. Hey, Virgil. Okay, so let's do heal. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention to Virgil. So Aslana is now not gonna benefit from it. Well, actually, nobody's gonna benefit because... yeah, nobody's gonna benefit. It's a turn start kind of buff, so yeah. It's fine. We're gonna live. Nope, we didn't live. Okay. Back to the drawing board. I don't know what to do with you, Kazinsi. What do you want from us? Let's see. Pierce element. If only you're weak to heat element, I would have used Orluge on you. But it's fine. Let's see. It's because I'm not doing debuffing a lot. So I don't know, because I know the damage block is helping a lot from Aslana. So I can't really kick her out. But for Joe, the Flame Force is also helpful. Even though she's not doing as much damage, it was still helpful. But let me try kick out Aslana for Firebringer. And then I'm taking out the Moral Down Duty from Joe to do more defense boost. And then I'll do healing instead for her. Yeah, I think that should work. Hopefully. Yep. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, let's do this. Moral down, Flame Force, Fairy Circle, Circle Fire. So now we have AoE healing from Firebringer as an emergency, and then Joe can do healing to Virgil. Yep. But we're missing that extra attack and defense boost that Aslana gives at turn starts. But it's okay. Okay. We live. We live. Okay, one more. We'll do this. We'll do Frost Shot. Fairy. Huh? Sorry. Flowery Drive. Not Fairy Dive. Flowery Dive. Thank you, Joe. I know. I know you're strong. I know. One more? One more? No more. It's a 50% chance for a second follow-up to happen. Yeah, keep on dodging, Joe. That's good. That's good. Okay. We're gonna do more of this. This one again. Then we'll do Moral Down next. Word Circle. Flowery Dive. And then Circle Fire. Only one. It's okay. Eat. Okay. I will try to figure it out off stream. Okay, before I end my stream, I'm gonna do the rundown for the current banner. So we have the 5th year anniversary Eve for JP. So we have the villains banner, you know, like what Imojirou-san said. Sarowin is asking why both of them look sexy. And then we have the heroes banner, which is, you know, the characters that appeared in Shirei's story. So let's go over the villains banner side first. First is Sarowin. So let me... Where is it? Yeah, this one. So this is the art. It looks amazing. Skill number 1. Single target, dark and slash. After the attack, debuff with intelligence. Small effect. Skill number 2. Sarowin Sonic. So it's I guess it's no, it's row. It's row 2 hits, slash and dark for 11 BP. And then last is Finis Zone. So it's a single target, fast, slash and dark, and then you debuff the target with dark defense down, large effect for 1 turn, and then after that do the attack for 16 BP. Okay, ability. So first ability, the first line, it says increase damage for everyone 15%. Excuse me. At battle start, BP plus 6, so that he can use skill number 3, and then give everyone element enhanced dark element for maximum super extreme rather. So that's 40%. And then at turn start, you give everyone this for 1 turn. So this one, it says when your party member does a dark element attack, you would give that party member would give itself BP plus 3, and then would give the party dark element boost. And that's why, yeah. Sarowin is just all about dark element. If you can't believe how strong he is now, he becomes stronger with this dark element attack boost, and then the BP battery as well. And then second ability, dark element attack up 30%, slash attack up 30%. So all of his skills are doing slash and dark, so it compounds, it becomes 60%. It's additive rather. And then when doing an attack type of skill, he would follow up with Saruin's sword, and then 50% chance, 50, to follow up with skill number 3, which is the Finis zone. And then he has intrinsic, so top it off with the best ability, intrinsic. So Saruin is, yeah, I would love to get all the villains, but I don't have the jewels. Nice. And Finis, nice. Okay, so that is Saruin, and the stats: 125% for attack, 132% for spell. Take note, the skill number 1 and 3 are spells, and then really high agility, endurance, and will, as expected with where the game is at. Alright, Firebringer. So Firebringer, this is the art, also amazing. And if you haven't, if it's your first time watching my stream, I always use Toko-san's Scarlet Grace artwork. Toko-san does a lot of Firebringer art as well, and also Sato-san, she did a Firebringer art that I'm gonna use next. So Firebringer, skill number 1, fast, single target, and then give everyone guard up, small effect for 1 turn. It's a slash and heat. Number 2 is servant image. Yeah, it's a fire spell, finally. It's a single target and can only be used 1 time per battle. Before the attack, he would buff himself with servant assist, and then after he would buff himself with servant assist and element enhance heat element with 40% attack. Servant assist is a turn starts, he buff himself with all attributes medium effect. When the attack lands, he would debuff the target with intelligence debuff. No chances intended. So that's a servant image or image, I don't know. And then the last one is a fast single target. It gives everyone guard up, large effect, and also phantom. Yukata Melissa in global. It's the exact same effect. So it gives everyone 25% chance to dodge. Okay, ability. At battle starts, you give everyone element enhance heat element for 40% attack, and then give yourself servant assist for 1 turn. So you get a servant assist, and then when you do servant image, you get the permanent version of servant assist. And then at turn starts, you give everyone this for 1 time for 1 turn. So this says when you do a dark element and it only procs for 1 time, that party member would buff themselves with all attribute large effect and would heal themselves with small effect and BP +1 to self. It's at individual character level, so when they have the buff and they do a heat element and it lands the attack, it would do all of these that I mentioned. That's for 1 turn. And then a turn starts, 37% chance to put Firebringer himself on a dodge stance, no attack limit for 1 turn. So he already has this in the current style. It's just an additional to what he does right now. And then turn ends, if he's dead, he goes back to life at 50% HP. He doesn't go back to alive if he is insta-kill or dies from poison. Next one is defense field, this one. Turn starts, give self BP +2, give everyone defense boost medium effect for 1 turn, give everyone defense up small effect 3 times per battle. And then this is the same ability he has in the current style. So increase damage 20%, mitigate damage with 30%, and then when taking resist damage, you mitigate that damage further with 40%. 40%? No, 50%, sorry, because it's super extreme. Okay. Wait, not super extreme. Maximum. What am I saying? Sorry. I get confused with super extreme and maximum. So this is the maximum. It's you know, it's large, very large, and then extreme, I think, and then super extreme. Okay, so this is extreme. Sorry about that. I get confused with the wording. Okay. So let's check out the skill animation. Okay, that one, and then servant, emerge, servant, emerge, not image or emerge. Sorry. And then skill number 3. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, and then stats. Stats 123% strength, 101% intelligence, and then pretty good, you know, endurance, agility, and will. So we're good with that. And lastly, we have Orluge, the one I got from the banner. So Orluge is, I think, could be a farmer, could be a DPS. It depends on how you would use him. So, of course, the art, it looks amazing. First skill, single target, dark and heat, and then heals self with small effect. It's a blaze absorb. Second one is AoE, dark and heat element, 3 times AoE, so for 12 BP. And then the third one is, I forgot the skill name from Igomal's third skill from the S style. It's the 6 hits random. It's the same skill for this one for Orluge. So single target, dark and heat, 6 hits random. It's that exact same skill. And then ability, battle starts, BP plus 4, so he can use this immediately. And then give self this one, combo dark flare. So that means whenever he does an attack type of command, he would follow up with dark flare. It only happens on the first 2 turns for the battle because this buff happens at battle starts. Then we go to here, turn starts, give self attack boost with extreme effect, so that's 30% for 3 turns, and then it's a 50% chance. And then the next one, turn starts, 50% chance as well to go to give himself a combo dark flare, which is the same as this one for 3 turns, and then 37% chance to go on a dodge stance, no attack limit for 1 turn. And then turn ends, BP plus 2, and then BP plus 9 for 1 time per battle at turn ends. So that means he is able to use skill number 3 2 consecutive turns. So for those 2 turns on free quest, you would be able to use Orluge for single target dark farming. And then weak maximum voltage. So this is the one I was referring to earlier with Fairy. So weak maximum voltage, turn starts, give self a weak heat up with super extreme effect. So that's 40%. That means whenever the character hits the enemy weak point, they would be able to increase their damage further by 40%. So 4 times per battle, so that's 160%. And then this is what we have now, the 30-30. When equipped with staff, increase damage 30%. When taking damage, mitigate damage with 30% as well. Okay, so let's check out skill animation. Blaze absorb. Okay, the next one. The princesses in the picture frames. And then the Igomal skill. So yeah, that's Orluge for you. Because of the Dark Flare follow-up, he's able to take care of single target really well. And I think what Nao-san has posted on Twitter, he goes second compared to Tatiana for first 5-turn DPS. Because as you know, for Orluge, there's a certain limit where if you don't hit the Dark Flare princess, then his damage kind of goes down pretty bad. and also he doesn't have much BP to be able to get to 14 BP immediately. So there's some charging that needs to happen compared to Tatiana, where her triple stamp is 10 BP and it does a 3 attacks, and it also gives attack boost per hit. You would see Tatiana, once I get to 250, 260, that yeah, Tatiana would just do 1.5 to 1.8 million damage easy. Alright, so that's Orluge. Stats, 122 for intelligence. Pretty good for endurance. A little low than what's usual, but it's fine. Agility and willpower. So yeah, that's the villain's banner. Among the two, I would highly recommend the villain's banner if you're playing JP. Definitely any of these are helpful. Unfortunately, Orluge is lacking a little compared to what Firebringer and Sadowin gives to the party, and so I'm gonna still try Chase for both of them. Alright, we go to the UDX banner. So the UDX banner, it's UDX Air, which is a palette swap for Windy, and then there's also BAIC, the bot, and then the platinum style is Jian. Okay, let's go over the style. So this is Air, or it could be what was that, EIR. It depends on how you spell it, but this pronounces as Air in Japanese, the katakana version. Alright, so this one is Piercing Wind Needle, the first one. Tsukikaze Kotsu. I forgot the third kanji, how it's read. Basically, it's single target slash and pierce, and then it's critical to Avion, and then give guard up to self for 2 turns. Missile guard plus. So this one, it's a fast AoE. Only, who was that? Ares. If you remember Ares, the court magician male, Saga Soul. So Ares has missile guard. The other character right now is Air, who has missile guard as well. So it's fast AoE, and then gives everyone defense boost, medium effect for 2 turns. Gives physical defense mitigation. No, not physical. Direct attack mitigation, medium, and then physical mitigation, medium. Sorry about that. So it's 3 different defenses. Defense boost, the indirect attack, not direct attack. Indirect attack, this one, and then physical, this one, and it's for 8 BP. And then lastly, Wind Note. So it's a single target slash and pierce, and then gives everyone will buff, medium effect, and then after the attack you debuff the target with intelligence, medium effect as well. Ability, Air Grace. So battle starts, give everyone this, and then give everyone this. So this one, turn starts, give everyone 1-time dodge for 1 turn at a 37% chance to buff themselves. And then this one, it's when taking an indirect damage, you would buff yourself with strength, dex, and intelligence, large effect. And then turn ends for Air, BP plus 2 to self. And then when Air does a attack command, she would follow up with Wind Note, which is this one, the willpower buff and also the intelligence debuff. And then when she uses missile guard, she would give herself a BP plus 5 at a 50% chance, and also gives everyone HP healing at turn end, extra small heal for 2 turns. And then she has something new. So she mitigates damage with 30%, and then when she is hit with a physical attack, mitigate that damage further with 40%. So a lot of mitigation and support, but the only downside, I feel, this could have been something that's like extra large chance, which is 50% or guarantee. If only that's the case, then that would have put Air like as a meta character, because you have a one time to dodge, and if you combo that with Aslana, that would be super strong. You would have your defenses with you, and you would also have your buffing as well. So that's air. And then we have BAIC. I don't know how you pronounce the name, but BAIC. Oh, sorry. Skill animation first. That one, and then Missile Guard plus, and then Wind Note. Nice. And stats. So for stats, she is mostly intelligence, but has some dex skills to her, because you know some of Windy's skill is still bow classification. So she has 93% dex, 110 intelligence. Endurance is a little low, but that's fine. Agility and willpower, 95, 94. Alright, BAIC. So BAIC is a support and DPS. That's the art. The first skill is reserve mode. So reserve mode, BAIC would put itself in defense boost, small effect for 3 turns, give himself BP plus 5, and heal self with small effect. And then battle support mode. So it's a fast AoE. You can only use that 3 times per battle. You give everyone attack boost, extra large effect, so that's 20% for 3 turns. Defense boost, medium effect, so that's 10% for 3 turns. And then last one is a I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's katakana. Single target, blunt, and then you can only use it 1 time per battle. It's a random 3 hit for 17 BP at SS damage. So you would think to yourself, only reserve mode doesn't have a limit. Battle support and this one has a limit. So it's because you want to use BAIC on a certain rotation based on his ability. Its ability rather. So first ability, cooldown system. So if you do reserve mode, you give 1 usage to skill number 3, and then you give 2 usage to skill number 2, which is battle support mode. And then you don't exceed the maximum that it can do. Like battle support mode cannot exceed 3 times usage. This one cannot exceed 1 time usage. And then when you use reserve mode still, you would give a random party member BP plus 2. Yep. So that would include BAIC. So the next one, battle switch system. So when you use battle support mode, everybody else except for BAIC would have security support for 1 turn. And then self and a random party member would be healed with small effect of healing. So security support is when they do a physical attack, they would give themselves buff with a physical defense boost for medium effect for 2 turns. When they do a magic attack, they would give themselves a magic attack boost, medium effect for 2 turns. And then when BAIC uses skill number 3, he would give himself an attack boost 20% for 7 turns, a blunt attack boost rather, and then he would give himself excite root, I don't know what this is, for 1 turn at a 50% chance. So this one, it says at turn end, he would heal himself with extra large effect and would go on countdown. And then the countdown skill is skill number 3. So what is the name? Exit Roop? I don't know what that is. And then the last skill is Detox Barrier High Tension. The name is so long. So increase damage with 20%, and then mitigate damage with 30%. At turn end, you cleanse any ailments that's inflicted on BAIC. So basically, high protect tension with detox. Okay, skill animation. reserve mode, battle support mode. Okay, and then skill number 3. That was awesome. And then stats. Oh, stats. 110% dex, obviously, because gun. 130% agility, that's good. And then endurance and willpower is pretty good as well. A little low for endurance, but it's fine. And the platinum style in this bunch is Jian. So Jian is... I don't know. Skill number 1, single target slash and sun. Give everyone guard up, small effect. Number 2 is healer plus. So it heals everybody for 2 LP and then gives everyone moral up with extra large effect for 3 turns. And then last one is blue yellow dragon, blue yellow sword, or blue yellow blade. I don't know what that means, but it's a fast single target slash and sun. You give everyone defense boost, medium effect for 2 turns, so that's 10% for 9 BP. That's way better than his current spiral style, which is V impact plus. Okay, ability. So first ability, mitigate damage with 20% when doing a healing type of skill, which is healer plus. He would give defense boost to the target for medium effect for 2 turns. Give that target BP plus 2. Turn ends, BP plus 1 to self. And then a random party member would be healed at a 37% chance with small effect healing. Ability number 2, give everyone slash damage up with extreme effect, so that's 30%. Turn ends BP plus 1, and then 30-30 for greatsword. 30 attack, 30 mitigate. So stats, pretty good for a platinum style. 119 strength, but a little below on endurance, agility, and willpower, so that's a downside. Then skill animation. Okay, and then healer plus. And the blue yellow blade. Alright, that's the 2 banner. Between the 2 banner, I would say the villain still has the upper hand, but the UDX is not as bad. There's Air and BAIC. BAIC, I would say, is the more useful one with all the attack and defense boost. And look at that pose. Who doesn't want to have that in their party? Look at that. See? He's posing for a dance. But yeah, that's the banner, and hopefully for all of you who tune in today for version 3, hopefully that you are able to see what's coming up for December 1st. If you haven't done the Liam and Polka story in the current version, I suggest you do that. I heard that there is a way to get those jewels from Polka and Liam, but I'm not too sure. I didn't experience that in JP because I finish everything immediately because I need the jewels. And I will try my best with Spiral to 240 so I can stream 250 to 60 and also the other attacks that I haven't done. So the next attack that we're gonna have is Firebringer, and that is the impossible version, I would say. So these are all the attacks. Where is it? This is where we are now, and then we have Magnate. Sorry about that. This is pretty doable, and then the next one is Firebringer, which is really hard. At release, there's nobody who could clear it until Summer Judy and Summer Orlet was released, and then some of them were able to clear this, and also with Summer Anya. So Firebringer, and then Water Dragon I already finished and uploaded. The Rats I already finished and uploaded, and Galatea as well. So I am down to I haven't done this in JP, can you believe it? And also Queen, the Final Defense System balloon, the sand plants from Romancing Saga 3, and Yama from Romancing Saga 3 as well. So we'll do Spiral first, and then we'll do the attacks after. I'll try to cover that by December. But yeah, Rydia, thank you so much. And also people from Sher's stream, thank you so much for joining. I had to share the stream link for today. I wanted to make it easier to answer questions for version 3, and also I'll try to do some more showcase of whatever characters I have. Socrates, Red, Starlight, earlier there's also Fifole. I know Angelo, you're watching. Paolo, Nameless, and you're gonna watch too, Dozy. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's everybody. And with that, this is Arado signing off. Thank you so much again, everyone. And for those in the US, hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Have a good rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, see you in the next video or stream. Peace, love, and aloha.